Davis. I'm reading for B.
I'm Tatara. I'm reading for Hiro.
I'm Charlie Jensen. I'm reading June.
Hi, I'm Angelique Rivera, and I'm reading Rachel.
Hi, I'm Olivia Baker. I'm reading Karen and PA.
Hi, I'm Arreguin, and I'm reading Olivia and PA2.
I'm Yaden, reading Gear.
Exterior. The moon can still be seen overhead. The city isn't awake. No one should be awake this early.
On this perfect day.
Interior news station hallway early morning. Except for Rachel, that is. She's wide awake, grinning from ear to ear, box in hand. She dances a little because she's a weirdo, and she sings badly. Like, really badly.
Nothing's standing in my way.
A loose ceiling tile crashes to the floor. She sidesteps it. Interior, news station, newsroom, continuous. She flips the light switch. Nothing. She flips it again. Nothing.
Come on.
She flips it off, then on once more, illuminating a collection of desks with flimsy partitions and antiquated technology. We're talking a bulky image runner printer and iMac G3s, not the cool colors. First one in.
On this perfect day.
She struts over to her new office and proudly tapes a temporary nameplate, Rachel Alvarez, producer, over the old one on the wall.
I don't know the rest of the words.
She steps inside and slams the door shut. The nameplate falls to the ground. Interior news station, Rachel's office, morning. Rachel pulls out a framed photo of Herlita and herself at a taping of Good Morning America. She smiles and places it on her desk with the rest of her personal effects. She falls into the big chair and takes it all in. This is her time to shine. Ring. She scrambles to pick up the phone.
Rachel Alvarez, producer. This is Rachel Alvarez, the producer.
My office now.
Interior news station, Gary's office, morning. Rachel knocks and pokes her head in. Gary Cunningham waves her in. He's the stout and ornery general manager.
Right. Let's make this quick. I need to visit my beloved at the hospital at 0500.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know your wife was sick.
My wife is fine. Barkov Smirnov swallowed a dreidel last night and he misses me terribly.
He turns around a framed photo of him with Barkov Smirnov, his adorable corgi.
Right.
She takes a seat.
I just wanted to start off by thanking you for believing in me. I know I'm a young producer.
Gary holds up his hand.
You did a decent job of pulling those knuckleheads together, so we're throwing you a bone. It's nothing more than that.
Is this a bad time to discuss a permanent nameplate for my office?
He shakes his head.
I've paid for 6 nameplates last 6 months, and I'm not paying for a 7th.
Okay then. Do you want to hear my ideas to improve the show?
She pulls out a binder and he laughs in her face.
This is like rearranging chairs on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Why did you ask me here then?
I have a new teleprompter girl for you to hire. She's the daughter of a family friend, so the interview is a formality, capiche?
Gary grabs his keys and stands up.
Just try not to burn the place down while I'm gone, and you'll be fine.
Interior news station, newsroom, morning. Rachel finds Karen Doyle patiently waiting in front of her office. Karen is a recent grad with victory curls, high heels, and a noticeable Wisconsin accent. She's definitely the kind of girl who went to college for her MRS degree.
You must be Karen. Welcome.
I found this on the ground.
Karen hands her a makeshift nameplate. Rachel plays it off.
It's only temporary.
She slaps it back on the wall. Interior news station, Rachel's office, moments later. Rachel leans forward in her chair. Karen sits with her legs crossed, very proper-like.
Gary told me very little about you. Why are you interested in news?
I'm not.
Rachel looks up sharply.
Truthfully, I'm just doing this so my papa will pay for my wedding.
That's nice. When's the wedding?
Just as soon as I find Mr. Right. I need to find the right man if I want to be a homemaker.
What now?
A wife, mother, nurturer.
I understand.
fun. Oh. What interested you in all this?
Rachel sits back.
My Lita and I would watch the morning news every day before school. They made it look like so much fun, and I vowed that one day I'd do it too. I have big plans to use this to launch my career.
She stands up, excited, pacing around the room.
First, I whip this crew into shape. We climb up the ratings till we're the best show in town. Once I'm established, I move to a bigger but not too big market, win a few daytime Emmys, and with that, LA or New York will surely come calling.
Karen shakes her head.
Where will you ever find the time to find a proper husband through all of that?
I have a boyfriend.
You're afraid to commit.
Rachel is flustered.
That's not, no.
She shakes her head and sits on her desk.
Never mind. That's not important.
Rachel takes her hand.
Karen, I think this is going to be a life-altering experience. Really give you some food for thought.
Karen snaps her fingers.
That reminds me,
She produces a metal tin from her bag.
I brought cream puffs.
Rachel cracks a smile. Interior news station newsroom morning. Rachel leads Karen out into the suddenly bustling newsroom. Adam Brickley, a gangly field reporter, smacks his computer awake. Dale Anderson, the elderly Wisconsin-sized sports anchor, snores loudly in a large office chair.
This is the newsroom. It's not the best, but it's all we can afford. Let me take you to the control.
She watches Jim pour some whiskey into his morning coffee. Rachel is aghast.
What's he doing? Wait here.
Rachel storms toward Jim as he puts the bottle back into his desk drawer. She crosses her arms and glares at him. He looks up at her curiously.
Can I help you?
What do you think you're doing?
What? I like my coffee how I like my women. Brown and filled with...
She holds up her hand.
Don't finish that.
Come on, this is the way I've always done it.
She yanks it away and pours it in the trash. Everyone gasps.
I need you fresh and ready for my first show. Your first show. I mean, our first show.
Jim stands, towering over her. He glares at her.
You're going to regret this, Alvarez. I've got a certain way I like doing things, and if I don't feel valued, maybe I'll find a show that will.
Rachel straightens out her back and holds her head up high.
Things are gonna change for the better around here. I think it's time for you to get with the program.
He looks past her and smiles.
How about instead of hassling me, you protect your new hire?
He points to Olivia, making a beeline for Karen.
Oh, for crying out loud.
She hurries over to find Olivia face to face with Karen.
Who are you? Are you one of them? Blink twice.
Karen blinks in rapid succession. Olivia nods.
She checks out. She blew the right way.
Rachel pulls them apart.
What did Gary tell you about personal space?
That it exists.
She walks slowly away slowly, but doesn't take her eyes off Karen.
She says that.
Interior studio, couch set, morning. V opens the door to the parking lot.
You're late.
Hiro Müeller struts in, disheveled. The half-Japanese, half-German weatherman carries himself like a member of an idol group, smooth and mysterious, until he opens his mouth.
Yeah, you would be too after the night I had. Up top, come on.
He winks and forces a high five out of the two PAs.
You were logged on to Animal Crossing when I left for work.
Hiro plays it off.
Nothing gets past you now, does it?
He takes a seat on the couch.
When you taking best for the new producer pool?
V looks stunned.
I thought we'd sit this one out. She is one of us after all.
One of us. One of us.
Listen, I've won twice in a row. I'm on a roll, okay? Rach would understand.
You're late.
Rachel and Karen walk onto the set, startling V and the rest of the crew.
What would I understand?
Hiro stands and tries to cover his tracks.
Why I'm late? I have a good explanation.
No, you don't.
You're right, I don't. I just figured it'd be okay, you know, with you being the new boss bestie. Yeah, boss bestie.
Rachel can feel everyone's gaze. They're judging how she handles this situation, her first real test.
Just don't do it again.
Hiro notices Karen and ignores Rachel.
Well, hello there. And you are?
Guys, this is Karen, our new teleprompter person.
He takes her hand.
I'm Hiro Müeller, the weather broker. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Rob.
You're right. It's all right, time.
Karen, this is V, our director and resident king of the nerds. He'll show you how to operate the prompter and try to rope you into his D&D group.
There are several trials before you make deemed worthy.
Just show her the ropes, and I'll see you at the morning meeting. Hour walk with me.
Aye, aye, Captain.
They move to the door. Hiro turns back and mouths, "Producer Deadpool." He gives him a thumbs up and turns to Karen.
Do you like D&D?
Interior news station hallway morning. Rachel walks with Hiro down the hallway.
I'd appreciate it if I could count on you to be on time for work.
I had an excuse.
She stops.
Animal Crossing isn't an excuse. I need you to understand, I have to be fair to everyone. It can't look like I'm playing favorites with my friends and production. I have to be impartial.
Hiro nods.
You got it.
They continue walking.
So, you feeling like you're gonna stick around for a while, or anything we should know about? Feeling a breakdown coming on soon?
She gives him a look.
Never mind, sorry.
This is my shot, Hiro. If I can help this show do well, that's my ticket out of here.
Speaking of shots, what do you think my chances are of hooking up with the new girl?
She groans and walks away.
So is that 75-25 or?
Interior news station conference room morning. V is the center of attention as he writes down information on the back of his rundown. People hand him cash and he nods knowingly. Rachel enters and calls the room to order. V pockets the money and flips the sheet over.
Good morning, Milwaukee!
The room stares back blankly. It's too early for this.
No one? It's a classic. Robin Williams.
It's not funny if you explain it.
She glares at V and takes a seat.
Before we get into introductions, I want to start off by saying that I am so excited to be able to work with you all in this new role. I know it's going to be different, so if you have any problems, this is a safe space, I promise.
No one addresses her. Jim clears his throat and stands.
I guess now is as good a time as any. Gang, it's been a wild ride, and it's been a pleasure to work with a handful of you, not Olivia.
Feelings mutual.
Yeah, however, like the graceful lion moving on from the Pride Lands, my time here at Get Up Milwaukee is coming to an end.
What are you talking about?
Today's my last day. I'm going to be the new lead anchor of the Morning Blend.
He smiles and winks as a look of terror falls over her face, and that's all for now.